Welcome back. Today I am going to be going through the garage a little bit, getting everything organized and put in its place. At the end of the season, kind of just threw everything in here, closed the garage, and there everything's set. So just kind of a little show here. So I picked up a bunch of Accelera tires from Tire Streets. That's what I'm going to be running this year. I got lots of them. I got to find a better spot for those. I also have all of my intercooler piping just laying on the ground. My whole workbench up there is full of stuff. I got to get that stuff sorted out, put away. I kind of just left my track toolbox as is. I need to get it all cleaned up. And I have the old turbo setup all tore up, just sitting on the ground. I got to get that cleaned up, throw stuff away that's not going to get used, and go from there. So I'll clean it up a little bit here, get some stuff figured out, sorted, kind of go through my shelf here, get some of the stuff underneath organized a little better so I can fit stuff in there nice and neat. Also, the second shelf has my rollerblades and stuff like that. I got to get that cleaned up. It doesn't need to be in here. Otherwise, I need to put it somewhere else. The rest of it's kind of just tossed in there. So, yeah, I'm gonna start working on it. Where do I even start? Man.
I never knew how good they're able to sing. Soft, cool bed and pillow talk, while the sunbeam slowly moves and hit the sheets. 3-4 hours of sleep, and my shades can't say.
So, I'd say I'm maybe partway there, like halfway back to organized. Just getting some tires moved over from over here, over there. Got some stuff moved over here. Kind of not really shoved everything in the corner, but at least in an organized manner shoved everything over there. But, you know, put the paint stuff down in this bin, lubricants and all that stuff up there. Got my bolt magnet trays back up over here. And then, you know, rollerblades, truck headlight stuff. All the old turbo parts that I'll probably go through and throw away if I don't need anything, which I probably don't, but I probably need to take some of this aluminum piping off so I can make something for the new turbo setup I'm going to be doing in a later video. Some of this is going to go, maybe be changed, but I'm going to have to get that kind of pushed off to the side. This manifold down here, probably won't keep it. This is just kind of some test pieces where I'm setting up the welder. And get rid of that. Maybe I can take a couple pieces off this if I have to. 1.25" tubing for my downpipe, probably don't need it. T25 flange, probably don't need it, but I'll keep it anyway as a spare. Same with this one. This was already welded and cut out to put a flex pipe in. But yeah, I'm probably never going to use this. I got the Kraken manifold now. I got this on an eBay kit and it just was not going to work. Bolt holes are way too big for it. But yeah, and now it's all rusty, so it's just been sitting here. I'll probably get rid of it, throw it in the scrap bin, maybe bring it to work and scrap it there because it's iron. So yeah, I gotta also kind of go through some of this stuff in my track toolbox as well, resort it, straighten everything out. And then I don't know if I'll keep this stack of tires sitting here like it is. Maybe, I don't know, maybe put these PH ones or PHIs over here with the other ones, and then just keep the 650 ones over there. But yeah, we'll keep trucking along and hopefully have the shop kind of cleaned up and organized. But yeah, I'll chime back in just a minute here. So, little update. Looks a little bit nicer in here, a little cleaner. The floor is nice and clean, kind of. There's still some stuff over here. Tires are stacked up over here. Those are all the fronts, or practice tires, you know, kind of just burners, but still good tires. The can muffler with resonator for the Miata is up here. I have it currently with a muffler delete for at the track. The rest of this is kind of just tucked in here nice. Workbench is now clean. Drive tires, rear tires are back over here. And this other bin over here. Now, maybe I'll tackle this a little bit, kind of straighten it up, pull some stuff out, lay it out on the workbench, kind of show you a little bit of the trackside essentials. And then I'll kind of stack it nice and neat back in there for the next time I need to use it. Get some leather gloves, dead blow, big hammer, turtle blanket that actually almost caught on fire because there was oil in it. I'll have to get a new one of those. A welding lead. Pull up the top tray here. It's got a hard wheel grinder, wastegate spring, zip ties. Got some hand warmers for when it's cold. Vacuum line for the wastegate. Wire cutter, screwdriver, Phillips, 1/2-inch ratchet, some stainless rod if I need to make a makeshift hanger for the exhaust or brace the manifold more. I had some issues with that. I got some extractors, stud puller, adjustable wrench, coilover wrenches, another stainless rod, I have an axle nut, miscellaneous little screwdrivers, fuses, some larger metric sockets, wheel socket, axle nut socket, another small screwdriver, and that's it in that top tray. I'll maybe wipe this out a little bit. This I'll set off to the side. Now I'll kind of pull out some of the other things. Always have a drill wit in case you lose a bumper. You can drill some holes and zip tie it, hence the big pack of zip ties. Large pry bar. Propane tank for my little grill. Alright, so maybe overkill, but I have a lot of clamps. That's another aluminum like complete unit for a V-band, which is fine. Then I know where it is. Don't need it at the track necessarily, but that is what it is. All of this stuff I just kind of restack back in here. I believe all of these are still good. Some of them were pretty pretty bad. I think I got rid of all the ones that stripped the threads out. Well, these should be good. I'm gonna stack these back in here kind of nice. This one's still good. Good coupler. This is a good coupler. Test light back in here. Vacuum hose, I need that. Those in here. My Allen keys. These back in here. Get this V-band back in here. Probably take that out later because I'll need it. Get these clamps back in here as well. And spark plugs. The oil inlet though, I am going to put in this drawer with all my other miscellaneous fittings. Electrical connectors, all that stuff. So I'm going to need that, I'm pretty sure. This one I had as a backup, but the threads are pretty shot. I think I can get rid of this one because I have that later. I'll do that later. The zip ties, I'll put these back in. I got another full pack of them, which I'll leave the full pack in here. I'll take this partial out so I can use it here. And then I have stainless steel zip ties. I used a whole pack of them at one event because my wastegate tube had snapped. I put it in the box over there. Anyways, the wastegate came off this way across the manifold and it cracked the weld. So I ended up like wrapping those steel zip ties up to this engine lift point and it held it in place, and JB welded the crack so I could make it through the rest of the event. Not ideal, but it worked. It leaked a lot of boost, but again, I guess that's safer than having as much boost. Didn't mess with the tune very much, but not ideal. Alright, I'll put this in the toolbox. Don't need that out. Get this sealed back up. Seems a little fuller now that I got it restocked. Got an extra battery and brake fluid in there. Brake fluid collectible. This I'll get the box dusted out as well. So that's it for the trackside toolbox. Looks nice and organized now. A few things that are missing in there right now, but I'll get that in there eventually. Have my headlamp down here. I need to charge that. And my torque wrench, I put that in there. Some grinding wheels and stuff like that. Extra wire. This whole box comes with, but that goes in the trunk and I take it out at the track. Some tape, vice grips, some other miscellaneous parts. There's another V-band as well. But yeah, I bring quite a bit of stuff, but most of the time it stays in there. It's kind of a just in case type of thing. My impact, I bring that 3/8 impact as well. I think this is just some Mega Squirt stuff for that. And this is my boost controller. I gotta put that in this time. Last year I ran without a boost controller. It ran fine. Not ideal. There's another V-band. Got a few of them laying around. Anyways, I think that'll do it for today. I'll get kind of some of the stuff thrown away and go from there.